When you think of water, what images come to your mind? What thinks of river? You think of rivers, the waterfalls, the pitter patter of raindrops, water in your taps. Children love to float paper boats in rain puddles. By noon, the puddles vanish. Where does the water go? The sun's heat causes evaporations of water into vapor. When the water vapor cools down, it condenses and forms cloud. From there, it may fall on the land or sea in the form of rain, snow, or sleet. The process by which water continually changes its form and circulates between oceans, atmosphere, and land is known as the water cycle. Figure 5.1. Our earth is like a terrarium terrarium, the same water that existed centuries ago still exists today. The water used to irrigate fields in Haryana may have flowed down the Amazon River. 100 years ago, the major sources of fresh water are the rivers, ponds, springs, and glaciers. The ocean's body and the seas contain salty water. The water of the oceans is salty or saline as it contains large water. Okay, look at the picture 5.1 water cycle. Okay, raindrops. Okay, and evaporation and condensation, precipitations, and run off and evaporation. Look at the cycle. Oh, sorry for this. Yes, yeah. Okay, and here the glossary. Terrarium. It is an artificial enclosure for keeping small house plants. Okay, look at the picture. This is world map. Okay, and yeah, large amount of dissolved salt. Most of the salt is a sodium chloride or the common table salt that you eat. Okay, look at the picture 5.2 world major seas, lakes and rivers. Look at the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, South Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. Okay, so yeah, Southern Ocean. Okay, there are five oceans. Okay, what is this? Sorry for that. Okay. Distribution of water. We all know that 3/4 of water surface is covered by water. If there is more, earth surface, okay, covered by water. If there is more water than land on this earth, why do so many countries face water scarcity? Is all the water on earth available to us? The following table gives the distribution of water in percentage. Okay. Oh, look at the picture. Oceans 97.3%, 3 ice caps 0.02.0, groundwater 0.68, freshwater lakes 0.009, Indian seas and salt lakes 0.009, atmosphere 0.0019, rivers 0.0001, 100%, saline water, fresh water. Okay, oceans 97.3% saline water. After that, ice caps, groundwater, freshwater lakes, inland seas and salt lakes, atmosphere and rivers. Okay, fresh water. Water distribution can be demonstrated by a simple activity. See the activity. Okay, 9 spoons is equal to ice caps, 2 spoons is equal to groundwaters, and 1 drop is equal to rivers, half spoons is equal to freshwater lakes. Distributions of water. Water is absolutely essential for survival. Water alone can quench our thirst when we are thirsty. Now, don't you think we are wasting a precious resource when we use water carelessly? Okay. Do you know Dead Sea is Israel has salinity of 340 grams per liter of water. Swimmers can float in it because the increased salt content make it dense. And do you know salinity is the amount of salt in grams present in 1000 grams of water. The average salinity of the oceans is 35 part per thousand. Look at the picture. The water you drink, a drop of life. Many major rivers in danger of drying. Ganga among 10 dying rivers, just like this. The news. Why is water important for us? So there's some ways in which water can be conserved in your home, a and B in your school. Ocean circulation. There is something magical about walking bare feet on the seashore. The wet sand on the beach, the cool breeze, and the seabirds. The smell of the salt in the air and music of the waves. Everything is so fascinating, unlike the calm waters of ponds and lakes. Ocean water keep moving continuously. It is never still. The movements that occur in oceans can be broadly categorized as waves, tides, and currents. Figure 5.3 Pacific Ocean. Okay, do you know March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day when the need of conserve water is reinforced in different ways. Do you know waves are formed when winds scrap across the ocean surface? The stronger the wind blows, the bigger the wave becomes. Waves. When you are playing throw ball on the beach and the ball falls into the water, what happens? It is fun to watch how the ball gets washed back to the shore by the waves. When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternately, they are called waves. Figure 5.4 Waves. During a storm, the winds blowing at very high speed from huge waves. These may cause tremendous destructions. An earthquake, a volcanic eruption, or underwater landslide can shift large amount of ocean water. As a result, a huge tidal wave called tsunami that may be as high as 15 m is formed. The largest tsunami ever measured was 150 m high. These waves travel at a speed of more than 700 km per hour. The tsunami of 2004 caused widespread damage in the coastal areas of India. The Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands got submerged after the tsunami. Do you know tsunami is a Japanese word that means harbor waves, as the harbors get destroyed whenever there is tsunami. Tsunami, the earth pandemonium. Tsunami are the harbor waves struck havoc in the Indian Ocean on the 26th December 2004. The wave was the result of the earthquake that had its epicenter close to the western boundary of Sumatra. The magnitude of the earthquake was 9.0 on the Richter scale. As the Indian plate went under the Burma plate, there was a sudden movement of the sea floor causing the earthquake. The ocean floor was displaced by about 10 to 20 m and tilted in a downwardly direction. A huge mass of ocean water flowed to fill in the gap that was being created by the displacement. This marked the withdrawal of the water mass from the coastline of the land masses in the South and Southeast Asia after thrusting of the Indian plate below the Burma plate. The water mass rushed back towards the coastline. Tsunami traveled at a speed of about 800 km per hour, comparable to speed our commercial aircraft, and completely washed away some of the island in the Indian Ocean. The Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Island that marked The southernmost point of India got completely submerged as the wave moved from earthquake epicenter from Sumatra towards the Andaman Island and Sri Lanka. The wave length decreased with decreasing depth of water. The travel speed also declined from 700 to 900 km per hour to less than 70 km per hour. Tsunami waves travel up to a depth of 3 km from coastline, killing more than 10,000 people and affected more than lakh of houses. In India, the rust affected were the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. While the earthquake cannot be predicted in advance, it is possible to give a 3 hour to notice a potential tsunami. Such early warning systems are in place across the Pacific Ocean, but not in the Indian Ocean. Tsunamis are rare in the Indian Ocean as the seismic activity is less as compared to the Pacific. Destructions caused by tsunami are Tamil Nadu caused. The tsunami that ravaged, reversed, ravaged the South and Southeast Asian coast in December 2004 is the most devastating tsunami is the last several hundred years. The large damage caused to life and property was primarily a result of lack of monitoring, the early warming systems and knowledge among the coast dwellers of Indian Ocean. The first indication that tsunami is approaching is rapid withdrawal of water from the coastal region, followed by destructive waves. When this happened on the coast, instead of people going to high ground, they started assembling at the coast to view the miracle. As a consequence, there was a large casualty of curious onlookers when the gig, gigantic wave tsunami struck. Tides. The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. It is high tide when water covers much of the shore by rising to its highest level. It is low tide when water falls in to its lowest level and recedes from the shore. Look at the picture. Neap tide, moon, spring tide, moon, earth, sun, spring tides and neap tide. The strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface cause the tides. The water of the earth close to the moon gets pulled under the influence of the moon's gravitational force and cause high tides. During the full moon and new moons, the sun, the moon and the earth are in the same line and the tides are highest. These tides are called spring tides. But when the moon is in for its first and last quarter, the ocean water get drawn in diagonally opposite directions by the gravitational pull of the sun and moon, resulting in low tides. These tides are called neap tides. High tides help in navigation. They raise the water level close to the shore. This helps to ship arrive at harbor more easily. The high tides also help in fishing. Many more fish come to closer to the shore during to the high tides. This enables fishermen to get a plentiful catch. The rise of the fall water due to tides is being used to generate electricity in some place. Ocean current. Ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface is definitely direction. uh, the ocean currents may be warm as cold. Generally, the warm ocean current originate near the equator and move towards the poles. The cold currents carry water from polar or higher latitudes to tropical or lower uh, latitudes. The Labrador Ocean Current is cold current, while the Gulf Stream is warm current. The ocean current influences the temperature conditions of the area. Warm currents bring about warm temperature over land surface. The area where the warm and cold current meet provide the best fishing grounds of the. Look at the picture. World seas around Japan and eastern coast of the North America are such example. The areas where a warm and cold current meet also experience foggy weather, making it difficult for navigation.